Hi, I'm Ileana Limon Romero here with our FSU beat reporter Brendan Sonnone, giving us all the latest updates on the Seminoles from Tallahassee. Brendan, it's good to see you. Would like to catch up a little bit about a player who I thought was all over the field during FSU's game at Miami. Jalen Ramsey had a huge impact. Can you talk a little bit about what he brought to the field for the Seminoles up against the Hurricanes?
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey's fingerprints were all over that game against Miami. From the first defensive possession, he stripped Miami's tight end after a big gain and got Florida State back the ball. And then later in the first quarter, he also blocked an extra point, which that one point ended up making a pretty big difference in the end of that game, which was decided by 4 points. Miami couldn't go for a field goal; they had to go for a touchdown. Along with that, he also had the game-sealing interception in the fourth quarter. He had a big tackle for loss in the second half. Let's see, he did, his fingerprints were all over the game, like I said. Did a little bit of everything from that nickelback role, which is kind of like a hybrid safety slash cornerback slash linebacker. I mean, they asked him to do everything, and this is a guy who's been getting a little bit more comfortable each week. And against Miami, this is really his coming out party for the entire nation to see exactly what he can do in that role.
This is a player who came into this season with really high expectations, has a lot expected of him coming off of the national championship season, and it wasn't always smooth sailing. You didn't see these type of performances early on. What has helped him, and how much of a progress has he made from the start of the year to where he's at today?
Yeah, well, first, last year he started every single game as a true freshman. The first Florida State true freshman to start in the secondary since Deion Sanders. He started at cornerback in the beginning of the season, and then moved back a couple of games into the safety role. And he was really good next to Terrence Brooks as a free safety, strong safety type of guy that basically covered the back end of the field. They asked him to then move into that nickel role, which I referred to a little bit earlier, filling in for LaMarcus Joyner, who was great there last year. And he struggled, though. He had played a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, had to learn to play in space a little bit more, guard guys one-on-one in the slot, quicker guys. And then you also have to become a better blitzer because you're closer to the line of scrimmage. There's a lot more things asked of that nickel back or an FSU's defensive star position. So he struggled with that. In recent weeks, it's just been more reps. He's gotten more comfortable. He's gotten a little bit more free as he's blitzing now, and he just feels more confident in himself. So as that's developed, his plays has gotten a lot better. There aren't as many breakdowns in coverage. He's just become a lot more consistent and dynamic player in maybe the last month or so.
All right, for all the latest FSU football updates, for all the latest news, be sure to keep following Brendan Sonnone. He's at OSFSU on Twitter. Brendan, thanks for joining us. With Brendan, I'm Ileana Limon Romero, and keep checking back for more updates at OrlandoSentinel.com.